Avenging vengeance.
Okay, so Battle Fiend and Crimson and Chaos Strike still in the core set, so that is a pretty big deal. So is Eldrachi. Okay, and so is Eyebeam. So Lifesteal Demon Hunter does remain in the meta. It does remain in the meta, but what we don't see here is Twin Slice, which is huge. Feast of Souls, draw a card for each friendly minion that died this turn. Yeah, that's an old card. Nobody played it, nobody will probably, but charge Life's Corvus Bloodthorn. Charge Lifesteal after you play a card with Outcast. Return this to your hand. Charge Lifesteal. Okay, so you can cycle this thing a lot. You can discount it with the studies, but only once. But if you combo it with the other guy that makes your lifesteal guys cost one less, this could be pretty strong, yo. But it's gonna require a lot of setup. I don't know if it's gonna be usable or not. It's gonna require a lot of setup. Like, the whole deck has to be revolving around this shit, I'm assuming. Sightless Watcher remains. Spectral Sight remains. Coordinated Strike. Okay. Like I said, Eyebeam, so Lifesteal Demon Hunter will remain with enough support to last. What is this now? Give your hero +3 attack this turn. 3 mana. Not sure if this is so amazing. It's not bad, but compared to the other Demon Hunter cards, I'm not sure. I mean, it's basically a Lapidary with no requirement. This thing remains. Okay, this thing is also remaining. So yeah, Lifesteal Demon Hunter, apparently Hearthstone wants that thing to stay in the game, and it will. 8 mana, Illidari Inquisition. Like we said, Warglaive lost 1 durability, but 1 mana less as well, so there's that. Nova remains. Illidari Inquisitor. Rush after your hero attacks an enemy. This attacks it too. So you can rush with it, and after that, if your hero attacks his face, it can charge in the face. That's a lot of damage. But it's a very expensive card too. Maybe a more mid-rangey oriented Demon Hunter could utilize it somehow. If you discount it with Skull Gul'dan, that's gonna be insane. Okay, for Druid, Innervate remains, because mana ramping is always good. Wild Growth remains, bounce in this thing. Mark the Wild, Power the Wild. Nothing too fancy. I really can't concentrate, and I can't understand what we're losing, but it's hard to say what we're losing. But from what I see, the important stuff remains. Savage Roar's gone. Yeah, Savage Roar's gone, which is interesting. Landscaping returns in Standard, though, so that's pretty cool. Enhanced Raven also returns, so token Druid without Savage Roar apparently is going to be a thing now. Nordrassil Druid, the next spell you cast this turn costs 3 less. Interesting. Yeah, no more Swipe, no more Moonfire. Scenarios 1 mana cheaper. Ancient of War remains as is. Thanks, Blizz. Thank you for giving us a useless card to remain in Standard still. Choose a friendly beast, summon a copy of it. This hasn't seen much play so far, but it probably... What am I talking about? This is a new card, isn't it? Okay, for Hunter, Arcane Shot remains. Face Hunter, wink wink. Lock and load. Each time you cast a spell this turn, add a random Hunter card to your hand. That's gonna be interesting. I guess that's why Arcane Shot remains. Tracking remains. God, thank God. Web Spinner, interesting. Explosive Trap and Freezing Trap remain. Those are basically the best traps, as well as Snake Trap. Headhunter's Hatchet. Beast Hunter is gonna be pretty cool then. Hyena remains. Oh damn, Dire Frenzy is gonna be back in Standard. That's pretty cool. I really enjoyed Dire Frenzy. I think mid-range Beast Hunter was the first deck I reached like top 200 Legend with, so that's a pretty cool deck indeed. Savannah and King Crush remain. King Crush remains the same. Discover a copy of a beast in your deck. That's a new card as well. Deadly Shot also. Bear Shark is a pretty cool minion to remain in the Standard. I mean, to return in Standard. Oh damn! Battling Book, because we need more random bullshit. Thanks, Hearthstone. Shooting Star and Snap Freeze. It's already frozen. Destroy it. Oh damn, Snap Freezes. That is basically a 2 mana destroy a minion kind of deal when you get the Twin Spell guy. Archaeologist is a pretty cool card to get back in Standard. Fallen Hero. Your hero powers deals 1 extra damage. Does that mean we're... No, we're not getting back that guy. Draw 2 cards, Arcane Intellect, ain't nothing wrong with that. Cone of Cold, but no Frost Nova, mind you. That's interesting. Counterspell, Ice Block, Ice Barrier, I mean Mirror Entity, Fireball. Okay, all unchanged. Water Elemental unchanged. New Mage minion is +2 spell damage. Death Rattle. The next minion you draw inherits these powers. So unless this gets silenced or polymorphed or returned, every next minion you draw is gonna get +2 spell power, huh? I mean, unless the next minion gets silenced or something. Interesting. Interesting. Ethereal Conjurer. Basically Paladin book again. Kuldara Drake. This is a pretty good, well-statted minion. Should find place in a mage deck, probably. You can use your hero power any number of times. That could be interesting with some discount action, extra mana action. Flame Strike starts dealing 5 damage to all enemy minions. Okay. I mean, we haven't seen Flame Strike in a competitive deck for quite a while, so yeah, it does probably need some touch-up, even though maybe the rotation would have been enough for Mage to maybe run it in a more control-y deck again, but no. Should be better like this for sure. I mean, it's basically Chaos Nova for 2 more mana, although it only does it to the enemy minions, but still. Okay, let's see what's happening for Paladin. Above the secrets, remaining the same. Secret: after an enemy minion deals 3 or more damage, destroy it. I mean, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So it's gonna keep a tab if you have tokens on the board that deal 1-2 damage. It's gonna keep a tab which one reaches 3 damage first. That's kind of weird. Weird and interesting. Righteous Protector returns to standard. That's pretty big. Argent Protector gets +1 attack, apparently. Holy Light +2 heal now. Not bad. Pursuit of Justice. Give +1 attack to Silverhand recruits you summon this game. So that's basically a permanent buff to your hero power, huh? Interesting. Elder Peacekeeper remains. Same as is. Equality gets a buff after the nerf. Now it only costs 3 mana. Interesting decision. This guy returns to standard. Yay. Token Paladin is gonna be a thing again. Your Silverhand recruits have +1 attack. Blessing of Kings, same as always. Consecration, same. True Silver, same. Summon 5 1 Silverhand recruits. Gets back into standard. That's interesting. But not really. It's a 5 mana, so I don't know. Tyrion remains the same, and also Guardian of Kings. After a friendly character is healed, gain +1 attack. Crimson Clergy, whatever that's supposed to mean. That's the new 1-drop for Priest. For Priest, Flash Heal remains in the pool of random bullshit they're gonna be discovering. Silence a minion, then give it +3 health. This could be interesting for the Silence action Priests. There are plenty of fat, huge statted minions that have can't attack tags, so in this silencing, it could bring that archetype back to life. It never really was too hot, but it had a spike in popularity in the early days of I can't remember which set, the one that introduced the bunch of huge statted can't attack minions, basically. Holy Smite remains to a minion still, didn't make it to face. Psychic Conjurer is gonna be in the core set now. Cool Tyrann remains, okay. Shadow Word Death, same. Shadow Form gets back. Your hero power becomes deal 2 damage. Discover a spell from your deck. That's basically like that, can't remember which card, that also discounts it, but yeah, it's a cool card to have. Light Spawn. This thing used to cost 4 mana and had 5 health. Now it's 3 and it's 4. It's kind of cool. Might work out. Deal 3 damage to the enemy hero, Shadowed Spirit. And also Holy Nova, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. Restore 2 health to all friendly characters. Same. This thing remains. Shadow Word Ruin remains. Tempo Enforcer. It's gonna remain. And Natalie remains. Okay, for Rogue, Backstab remains. Prep, Shadow Step. Belated Cultist, interesting. Deadly Poison and Sinister Strike remain the same. Swashbuckler gets back. Cold Blood remains the same. The same nerfed same, I mean. Stealth Assassin, interesting. Vanessa Van Cleef, we already saw her. She looks interesting. Add a copy of the last card your opponent played to your hand, so you can steal something pretty valuable against Rogue. Against the opponent, what am I even talking about? With this card you can steal something very strong from your opponent. So now when you're playing against Rogue and this thing becomes meta, it's gonna matter the order of the cards you're playing. Like, you have to start off with the big thing and finish off with the small if it's possible. It's another layer of complexity playing against Rogue. Plague Scientist returns. Give a friendly minion poison. It's pretty strong. SI Engine remains. Oh, Assassin's Blade got changed. 1 less mana, 1 less attack. Assassinate, we already knew it's gonna be 4 mana. Dome Pillager, already knew it's gonna be returning. Sprint is 6 mana only. Still, it's gonna be pretty unplayable, right? For Shaman, got Lightning Bolt, obviously, because we have Nova Zapper as well. Menacing Nimbus, add a random elemental to your hand. That thing is returning. Rockbiter weapon, cool. Wind Fury, we already knew about the overload buff for Feral Spirit. It only overloads for 1 now. Lightning Storm is always going to deal 3 damage. Still overloads for 2 though. Totem remains the same. Unbound Elemental, same. This thing remains the same, right? Hex remains. Tidal Surge is a pretty cool spell to have for Shaman right now. It returns. Doomhammer remains. Earth Elemental, we already knew they buffed it. 1 less overload. This guy's gonna start dealing 4 damage instead of 3. And Alakir has 6 health now. That's cool. Let's see for Zoo Warlock. Let's see if Zoo Warlock survives. Flame Imp remains, but I don't see Voidwalker. Ritual of Doom. Destroy a friendly minion if you had 5 or more. Summon a 5/5 demon. That is weird. 0 mana 5/5 for Zoo. I mean, I guess, but you destroy your thing. I'm not sure how we're gonna utilize this. Maybe with some kind of Death Rattle action. Flame Imp remains the same. Mortal Coil, deal 1 damage, remains the same. This guy comes back. Drain Soul, Lifesteal. Deal 3 is a cool card. Okay, this card Warlock gets some more support. Void Terror is a cool card to get back. Summon for 1/1 imps. I'm not sure I like that too much. Hellfire remains. Shit, this thing remains. Oh, they changed it. Discard your 2 lowest cost cards. Now you can control it. That's cool. Fell Soul Jailer. Your opponent discards a minion. Death Rattle, return it. We already saw that. Siphon Soul, 1 mana less. Dread Infernal, same. Enslaved Fellord. There's a new card. Also damages the minions next to whomever this attacks.
I'm blind.
7 mana for 10 taunt with that tag, not too bad. Twisting Nether remains, and Lord Jaraxxus. Is that the only change? It has a 3/8 Blood Fury now? Oh, the change is it has armor now. That's cool. Now it has armor, so that is something I really thought Lord Jaraxxus can use, because dropping down to 15 health after 9 mana, that's gonna be pretty rough for you if you don't get some armor like the rest of the guys. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Summon a 6/6 Inferno. Okay. Cool. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what happens in Warrior. Bloodsail Deckhand. The next weapon you play costs 1 less.
You are not prepared.
Historical Society with the follow. Welcome.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't? That's even stronger then. And it's still gonna be summoning 6/6, right? Thank you for the clarification, man. That's gonna be pretty good for Lord Jaraxxus then. Getting that fat weapon and the hero power summoning 6/6s, I'm assuming still. Cool. Okay, the next weapon you play costs 1 less. Shield Slam, same. Whirlwind, same. Armor Smith remains. Fuck. Cruel Taskmaster is gonna be the same. Execute, same. Slam is same. Fiery War Axe, still nerfed at 3 mana. Throttling Berserker remains the same. War Cache, add a random warrior minion, spell, and weapon to your hand. That's kinda cool. I'm assuming people are not gonna run it, but discovering this could give you a lot of value. Warsong Commander, after you summon another minion, give it Rush. Interesting. Warsong Outrider, 4-drop 5/4 Rush. That's also kind of cool. Still, the mummy's cooler though. Brawl remains. Shield Maiden gets back, gain 5 armor. Gorehell remains, and so does Growmash. Same. Growmash is... Okay, that's it for Warrior. And now the neutral cards. Tiny Fin, Abusive, same. Arcane Anomaly, Squire. This thing returns back. Has +2 attack while you have a mech. It's so weird, man. Don't have that much mech support. Maybe the new expansion is gonna give some. Okay, Murloc Tidecaller. Whenever you summon a Murloc, gain +1. Yeah, it's the same. Wow, Stone Tusk Borg has 2/1 attack now, but it's Rush. Okay, no more bullshit Stone Tusk combos. That's good for the game. Voodoo Doctor, same. Worgen, same. Young Priestess, same. Ooze remains. J. Alexander is not gonna be happy. Okay, the other neutrals. Anoyotron. Talnos remains. Bloodsail Raider, and oh god, Bluegill Warrior is gonna have Rush now. It still has charge. Had to double check. Okay. Crazed Alchemist returns. That's interesting. Direwolf Alpha. Explosive Sheep returns, which is a pretty sick early AoE. Foxsail Freebooter is a new pirate. If you have a weapon equipped, deal 2 damage. So it's basically an SI agent. What a tribe. Cobalt Geomancer, Loot Hoarder, same. Mad Bomber, same. Murloc, Death Hunter, same. This is same. River. Why the hell are you remaining with the river, goddamn you? If you control a secret game, +1/+1. Ah, okay. Toxicologist, Battle Cry, give your weapon +1 attack. Youthful Brewmaster and Brightwing remain the same. Cold Light Seer is still gonna be there. This guy. Can't attack. Oh, they did add the others. Okay, nope, I don't see Leroy Man. Nope, I don't see Leroy Man. I don't see Ziliax either. Fuck. Oh well. Ghoul. This guy gets back, so this could be good for Priest with that new spell they're getting. Ice Rager, injured, same. Owl remains. Jungle Panther, Mukla. Everybody wants Mukla. Lone Champion, that's kind of cool. Stealth, spell damage +1, that's kind of cool. South Sea Captain remains. Spider Tank gets back in the game. Everybody likes Spider Tank. Stuntus Basilisk is a very cool card. Baron returns. Big Game Hunter, 4 mana. Interesting. This guy, that guy. Oh, they changed this guy. Now it has 3 health as well. Grim Necromancer returns. Destroy a random enemy secret. Okay. Sengen remains. Violet Teacher gets back. Remains the same. Choose a minion and become a copy of it. Okay. Big Game Hunter unnerfed indeed. Okay, Grabashi has 1 extra health now. That's interesting. The new Overlord, we already knew about him. Tiger, same. Teal Forge Ring, Dawn, Divine Shield, Death Rattle, draw your highest cost minion. That's interesting. That could be a good card to have in some combo-oriented decks, even though we are losing Malagos as he... I mean, Malagos is not going to be the same, so it's not going to be useful for that, but people are going to figure out a cool way to use this, probably. Kieran Bloodhoof, 5/5. Gadgetzan Actioneer remains, not a big fan of that. Inquisitor, summon all friendly minions that died this turn, down to 6 mana, okay. That thing used to cost 8, right? No, it's 7. Okay, still pretty cool. Stats are lowered, but everybody would be preferring it for the effect anyway. Baron Geddon remains. It's 7 health now, though. That's cool. Summon a random beast. Okay. New dragon. Oh, actually, it's Nosdormu. Start of game. If this is in both players' decks, turns are only 15 seconds long. What the hell? Wow, this is interesting. It's a 7 mana 8/8 though, but it's a pretty interesting effect. It's 7 mana 8/8 dragon, so that's actually cool. I mean, on its own, it's a cool 7-drop 8/8. So if both people are running it, it's a freaking neutral. Games can be hella fast. That would be pretty interesting. And pretty frustrating at the same time. Stormwatcher basically rip phone players if they're running this card. Stormwatcher, 1 mana less if I'm not mistaken. Stormwind Champion is gonna be 7/7. Cool. Arcane Devourer remains or returns. I can't remember. I don't know. It's a 4/8 though. That's interesting. Choose a character, Alexstrasza. If it's a friendly, restore 8 health. If it's an enemy, deal 8 damage. That's a pretty cool Alexstrasza. That's basically the 15 bullshit, but with damage and healing. Interesting. Malagos, draw spells until your hand is full. We already saw that. Onyxia, at the end of each turn, fill your board with 1/1 whelps. So it's basically the hunter card, but a dragon, huh? Well, I mean, the new Mali doesn't give you bullshit potential, but other than that, it's not bad. not bad. Could be pretty interesting. Sleepy Dragon returns. Isera, add one of each dream cards. We already knew about that. Deathwing, we already knew about that. And cost one less for each card in your opponent's hand. Cool, interesting. But not sure people are gonna run it. It's gonna get discovered if it's gonna get played. So yeah, though, that's all of the cards that are gonna be core. Can't really pinpoint what are the cards we're losing though. Yeah, I mean we mentioned the one that were painfully obvious we're losing, but for Zoo we're losing Voidwalker, which is kind of bad. We're losing a lot of cards, but a lot of the cards are not that great to have anyway. But yeah, some important ones we are losing. But yeah, time will tell how the meta is gonna shift and what cards are gonna get useful again and what will remain useless and whatnot. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Kris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.